Good morning, HoustonFloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning my guest is Nick Freadreacea, who's the former owner of the Flooring Gallery. Nick, how you doing?
I'm doing great today, Kemp. How about yourself?
I'm good. We ran a story recently that you've sold your 5-store operation up in Kentucky to Jason Goldberg at America's Floor Source. That transaction has closed, right?
It has closed Monday of this week officially, yes.
But you're still at the store today.
I am at the store today. You know, a lot of people don't work on Fridays, but I am part of Jason's AFS team right now, and it's Friday, and I'm here, my friend.
So what is your work period? How much longer are you going to stay in the business?
I told Jason that I would stay through the transition and to help merge the teams together. You know, it's just a matter of how that works. It's probably going to be pretty fluid, depending on how it goes forward. I can tell you the first week has been pretty fun and pretty exciting. From Monday to Friday was a blink of an eye, I will tell you.
I bet so. Are you sleeping better?
Well, no, I haven't gotten quite that far down the road yet. But a good friend of mine, Phil Shrimper, I believe you all are friends, told me that about 6 months from now, I may wake up in the middle of the night and go, I'm not thinking of a thing. And I cannot wait for that evening to happen down the road.
Yeah, you mentioned him. Let me just mention as well, for those that don't know, Phil Shrimper also sold to Jason. He was at JP Flooring in Cincinnati. Let's quick give a rundown on your operation. 5 locations, 2 in Louisville, 1 in Lexington, and 2 in southern Indiana. And not only are you in the retail replacement business, but like Phil, you're also a Floor Expo member, which means you've got a sizable piece of business on the builder side, right?
We do. We do builder work from just south of Indianapolis all the way down to Knoxville, Tennessee. So there's a pretty big, almost 3 states that we do business in.
Okay. One more thing I'd like to mention about you. You have been very active in the business. You are actually past chairman of the WFCA 2 times, I believe.
Yes, sir. One of the few that have ever done it twice. And that is something that I will continue to be a part of. I'm very passionate about the World Floorcovering Organization and those people and what they do for all independent retailers. So that's something that I hope to be very involved with in the future still.
You're up in Kentucky, which is known for bourbon and horse racing. Have you had your celebration drink for bourbon yet?
You know, I do not have a racehorse, but I have quite a collection of bourbon, and yes, sir, I have had a few since Monday.
Yeah. What is your plan after you've helped Jason get things acclimated?
I've been doing this for 42 years, and I'm a bit of a workaholic, so let's just say it's going to be a significant adjustment for me in my life. The company has been a very, very big part of my life. I've owned it as a private company for the last 21 years, and as you know, as an owner, you're very, very involved in the business. So there's going to be a bit of a transition there, but I will tell you that we've already been on Southwest.com looking for places to go. I have 3 beautiful grandchildren here spread out in Kentucky, and I have parents that are a little older that would could probably use a little more attention now. So there's a lot to do.
Okay, so you're going to stay in Kentucky. You're going to stay a little bit involved with the WFCA, but you probably have a non-compete, so you're not going to get back in the retail business, are you?
You know, I have really enjoyed the retail business, but I really had no problem signing the non-compete to get back in it for a while. Yes, it's time for a break, absolutely.
Yeah. Let me just tell our listeners real quick, you went to the University of Louisville and got a job right out of college in flooring, and you've spent your whole life in flooring. You spent 16 years at Kennard and Frank before you started your own gig, right?
You know everything about me. Yes, I did. And like many, many people fresh out of college, this was a transition position, and I had no intent whatsoever of being in the flooring business. As you've met with other people, it's a hard business to get out of. Just stayed in it my whole career through. I've done virtually everything in this industry, from installing to driving a truck to running a multi-million-dollar business. This is one of the reasons I love the industry. You can start from anywhere and end up as far as you want to go. What
has been the biggest challenge, do you think, over the years?
I think right now there are more significant challenges for the independent retailer than there have ever been. You know, being in it as long as I've been, it's been quite the roller coaster. There are times when the business just absolutely explodes. Then we had 9, 10, 11, which wasn't that much fun for any of us.
Right.
But today, supply chain issues, finding people who really want to work and have a passion to do something. The installation crisis is huge. There's some headwinds that make every day a challenge, and there's things that every retailer is going to have to work on to be successful over the next few years.
But on the pleasure side of it, the positive side of it, is how many homes have you improved their look?
You know, it is one of those things where you do get a lot of instant gratification. Virtually every time you leave a customer's home, the place looks so much better and newer. I mean, a lot of times it's like them moving without having to move their house. You refresh and do so many things. It is one of the parts of it I absolutely enjoy.
Yeah. Are you going to get a vacation home down on the west coast of Florida like Phil?
Yes, maybe I'll go visit him a lot. That's how that's going to work out.
You know, he stopped by to see me in a new car after he'd sold Jason his business. So
Phil is a very happy person right now, and frankly, I owe him a lot of gratitude. He put Jason in touch with us, kind of led the path for all of this to happen. So I believe I have promised him some good Kentucky bourbon that I will have to live up to. I'm going to have to take it down and deliver it in person to Florida to him.
You know, we did a best practices on you, which is you can actually Google the Flooring Gallery on Floor Daily, and it comes up. Kind of gives you an overview of your operation, and you've given a lot of people a lot of jobs, and you've been kind of a leader in your area, haven't you?
We had great roots of the company to build on. I've had tremendous people that have worked with us here. You know, we were such a big part of Floor Expo, and they are so big on best practices and working with all the people that are part of that group. You just got to always be improving. You've got to always be changing. That's how you survive and thrive in this industry.
All right, Nick, so we're going to have to share new contact information. We'll do that in a minute. I hope you will stay involved in the business. It's great to catch up with you, and the best to you in your retirement.
It is always a pleasure. And, hey, Kemp, we appreciate everything you do for the industry, too. It's great to keep us all communicated together.
Yeah, thanks, Nick. Again, been talking to Nick Freadreacea, the former owner of the Flooring Gallery based in Kentucky, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.